Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. This is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, November 2022. Happy new moon and happy Sagittarius season, everyone. So, although the moon is currently in the sign of Sagittarius, you don't need to have it anywhere in your chart for this reading to apply to you. This reading is for all astrological signs collectively. Also, the energy captured at this new moon may be relevant now or any time in the future, whenever it resonates. So a big reason why I offer this reading is because I know how much it personally benefits me, and I'd like to share that with you. Staying in touch with the lunar cycles is a natural way to regularly connect with yourself, your spirit, and to whatever you wish to manifest or release in your life. I personally connect deeply with the cycles of Mother Earth, the Sun, and the Moon, but the moon phases in particular offer a way to observe one's life more closely and ground manifestations practically and rhythmically. Many pre-Christian cultures operated by the moon cycles because of its tangibility to indicate the passing of time and to track which moon came with seasonal changes. And because of the moon's orbit and proximity to Earth, the lunar cycles offer a sense of perceivable time from which to observe our lives more closely in roughly 2-week increments. This as opposed to the Sun, which offers a broader view, allowing us to see the big picture of our lives by observing a year at a time, or annual cycles. So with the moon phases, we can break up our plans and our goals into small, doable, foreseeable chunks of time and be more attuned to the seasons as well as our own natural cycles and rhythms. The new and full moon energy is strongest up to 3 days before and after each event, so there's roughly a week to connect. It may also be helpful to monitor your manifestations using 6-month chunks of time, and you can do this by noting the sign that the new moon is in and then seeing what has come to fruition 6 months later by the full moon in that same sign. So when working with the lunar cycles, know that the energies of the new and full moons, as well as the waxing and waning phases, can be harnessed toward your goals and intentions. At the new moon, which is where we are now at the time of this reading, we recognize the beginning of a lunar cycle. So this would be a powerful time to set new intentions. And you can write, speak, or visualize your intentions, use them in ritual or spell work, or set them in any number of ways that feels meaningful to you. However, I do feel the most effective moon ritual is simply one that's done from your heart and done so regularly. So like at every new moon or every full moon, or both. Rhythm is energy, and keeping a regular ritual strengthens and maintains this energy flow toward your intentions. Also, always remember that thoughts and words are spells, whether you're fully conscious of them or not. Energy sent out is energy returned, so be sure whatever you're putting out into the universe, it is energetically what you'd like to receive back. If you'd like to continue following the lunar cycles, please join me here every new and full moons for a collective energy check. You can also view my playlist of lunar cycle readings whenever you wish, as they are all timeless. Okay, so what do we have to look forward to for this new moon in Sagittarius? What energy is the new moon bringing to the collective? That is the reading for today. Up next is the Meditative Shuffle and then the reading to follow. You can watch them both or navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello everyone. Welcome to this reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, November 2022. Thank you all so much for joining me. Okay, so right off the bat, I can tell that this reading is about abundance. And from the broad topics of the cards, I'm seeing that this reading is all about abundance in so many different forms. Now, this is a collective reading, but what I'm really getting is that for many of you, abundance is starting to roll in a number of ways, and it's going to come in a number of ways for most, if not all of you who's watching this reading. So right off the bat, I'm seeing, abundance growing in your life in relation to love, career, health, knowledge, spiritual growth. Okay? Also in your ability to kind of move to the next step in your life. So abundance in that way, where you're having like breakthroughs and things like that. Okay, so I'm just going to start off actually with the topic of breakthroughs, because what I'm seeing here is the whole here of the key, you being the key. And this to me is like stepping in from one world to another. And somehow what you're doing, what you're going through, what you're working on, whatever it is, however you're navigating your world, you're growing things. You're growing a number of things in your life here with this abundance here on this nourishment card. So you've planted several seeds over time, and you're starting to see things come to fruition. So if you're used to just not having things go your way, or if you're used to not having good things roll into your life, know that that's happening. And if you notice the changes happening, even in the smallest ways, acknowledge them, because this is how the universe recognizes to give us more. So right now, I encourage you to start a gratitude list, a gratitude practice, or just even an awareness of your gratitude for the small blessings that are starting to come to you. Because these are just the beginning, collective. They might seem small right now, but they're on their way and they're rolling in. Right here we have the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So know that what you're working on, the things that you have toiled over, that you've put your heart and soul, your blood, sweat, and tears in, your intentions, all of your effort, your energy, your time, all of that is starting to come into shape and form in your physical reality. The Nine of Cups is all about flourishing from your individual hard work, from your individual manifestation skills, from your individual ability to conquer your fears, to look within and grow, to become a better version of yourself, and to be able to work from that place. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, Spirit is offering you a new beginning in many different aspects of your life. We're talking about things that are emotionally fulfilling. So new opportunities for love, new opportunities in your health, new opportunities in friendship, relationships of any kind. We're talking about growth in whatever seeds you have planted. Whatever you've had your heart on, this is what's making its way from the non-physical to your physical reality. And this is because you are showing up as the Queen of Cups. Okay, so you've been trusting your intuition, you've been working on your creative endeavors, you are a person of compassion, of love and empathy. And so when you radiate that kind of energy, that's what you're going to get back. And that is what's coming here with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. All right, so getting a little more specific now, Right now, whatever you're doing for either a creative project or a career or an entrepreneurial business, okay, whatever you're doing, I can tell that it is like a portal that you're walking through. You're literally leaving one reality and entering another. This could be quite scary, and I'm seeing a little bit of that in the cards and some advice here from Spirit. So as you take your step into your new reality, this new world of abundance, this new world of lavish health and well-being, of emotional fulfillment and material gains, it might come as a huge shock, and getting from that place, taking that step into the new reality might feel like you're a fish out of water, or might feel like all eyes are on you. This could be quite scary for some of you. And basically, what Spirit is advising is to take that leap. Okay, with the full moon in Aquarius card here, you were meant to shine. And you were meant to shine in a big way. So what I'm saying here is that if there's anything left over that might be preventing you from taking that next step, from really just taking that leap of faith, right? The Fool card isn't here, but I'm feeling it, okay? And Spirit is just damn near begging you, please just leap, okay? For many of you, I did draw a card here of the Dark Goddess deck. You know, what is it that might be left over from the full moon in Scorpio, from the last eclipse, or just in general, what might be holding you back from experiencing all of this beautiful abundance here that's available to you with the new moon in Sagittarius? And what came up here was prosperity. Okay, we're talking about lack mindset. It's just, this is what a lot of people struggle with. People who have had hard times, people who aren't used to, getting everything they want. It can be hard to believe. And for us to be able to embrace this new change, we have to believe that it is meant for us, that we are worthy of it. So up here with the communication is key. This is a new moon in Gemini. When I think of the new moon, I think of, darkness. I think of going within. I think of starting something anew. And when I combine all of those things together, it talks to me about having a conversation with myself. So, what is it that you need to say to yourself to get you over this hump, to take that next step into your new abundance? There's a conversation to be had, okay? And this card here, it says, let me connect above and below, let the knowledge of ancestors flow. And so what I'm getting here is that your guides, gods, angels, and ancestors, they're asking you to connect. Just to ask them, what do I need to heal in this moment? What is it that's going to allow me to take this leap of faith on myself? And this is going to help you become very clear here with the realization card. It's going to become very clear to you the shift that you need to make to take that next step, to connect with your higher self here with the number 7 card, to access all of this abundance and nourishment and well-being that's there for you. Okay, so you've already done so much work on yourself, and that is definitely being noted here with the Queen of Cups card. Also with this card, the energy is gaining momentum. So you're working on things. You're doing the things you need to do. You're protecting your energy, and you are divinely protected. Okay, you've taken steps to organize yourself. Purpose, planning, efficiency now comes to me so easily. So you've definitely done a lot of work working through your practical 3D issues, your day-to-day life, your relationships, your priorities, these kinds of things you've been working on. And all of that has led you to where you are now, which is you've literally built everything that you need to make your dreams come true here with the Nine of Cups. But there's one last little thing that Spirit is drawing your attention to. And that is to believe that you are worthy of all of it. Okay, here with the back of the deck energy, desperation. Remember who you are. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And you are not doing this alone. You are co-creating here. Okay, so if you can logically think about it that way, there is no need for desperation. You know that with faith in yourself and faith in the universe, with all of your knowledge and skills, with your compassion, with all of your planning, all the work and seeds you've planted, all of these things go into the package that is your next life. You've already done so much of the co-creative work, but Spirit is saying, just take one more look inside. Connect. Okay, and release anything that you think might not be for you. I think for some of you, it may be so foreign and difficult to imagine a life that is different than what you've ever experienced. I mean, and that's real, right? Let's be real with ourselves. If you don't have, the vision, the imagination, to imagine something that is completely, different, fantastic and amazing, right? What is keeping you from allowing this kind of realization in? What is keeping you from allowing yourself to be completely open to something new? If you have trouble imagining or envisioning your new future, there's a few things you can do. Number one, ask Spirit for help. Ask them, what does it look like? What could it look like? What is available to me? Okay? Also, you are a limitless being. Okay, anything that might serve to hold you back, to keep you in fear, to keep you feeling like you're not worthy of something, that's all BS, right? Belief systems. It's all about what you've been pre-programmed with. It's not true. It's not real. Each of us deserves to fulfill our hopes and dreams simply because it's our birthright. We all have the ability and the right to co-create. But you got to challenge everything you knew before to come into the realization of who you truly are. Okay, with the numbers here on the table, we've got number 28 breaking down to a 1. This is about taking that step. This is about taking the leap. Okay? And with the number 3 card, this is about expansion and growth. Abundance, your seeds multiplying and growing. And finally, I just always like to say that, when we do have cards that come down on the table, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, this is already here for you. This is in your energy. This is already happening. So this is just a matter of how long it's going to take to just so this is a matter of how slowly you walk through the door of realization. Spirit's just kind of sitting here waiting for you on the other side here going, okay, when are they going to come through? And this is truly just a matter of you taking that step into that new world. So, doing, feeling, waking up every day as this new version of yourself. We literally become who we're manifesting. Okay? So, I'm really I'm really excited about this reading. When the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups came down, I was like, wow, this is awesome. After the last eclipse and the full moon in Scorpio, this is just really a welcome reading, and I hope it is for you. I know that the last full moon was very difficult for a lot of people, huge transitions, and it's actually why I drew this card with the Dark Goddess. We are in the dark moon energy, and like I said, if there's anything left over, residual, that needs to be released, this is what came out. And, you know, I think that all things being equal, this is really like the least of our, the least difficult of things that need to be worked on, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I personally have been through so much this last year or two that working on my lack mindset, it seems like, you know, chump change compared to what I've had to actually work through, compared to what I've actually had to overcome otherwise. So, all right. Collective, this is what I have for you. This is the reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. I am always excited for Sagittarius season. I just really love the Sagittarian energy, you know, that Jupiter energy, that expansive, beautiful, optimistic, I don't like to say lucky, but lucky, you know, just also the philosophical nature of Sagittarian energy. I feel like it's a great energy to embrace at the end of every year. Yeah, and I do feel like this reading is kind of mirroring that Sagittarian energy, because it's really like, hey, let's go, you know, get over yourself and let's just, you know, get over yourself and let's just move on with being awesome, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this reading. And shout out to all my beautiful Sagittarians out there. Thanks for being an inspiration to us all. All right, so collective, that is your reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. If this resonated, I'd love to know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of my next video. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to the decks I used in this reading. May the power of this new moon bring about all that is in your heart, and may you all have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.